FitIn10 Nation, it is day 14, and I sent out a video today. We are starting classes next week, small classes that is, maxing at 6 people. I've had a lot of you write me, FitIn10 members and just regular class members. You're interested. It seems like we're going to have to open up more classes, which is fine. We'll do that. We're just going to have to see how many people show up. If you didn't get the email, let me know. And I know a lot of you are asking how to sign up for classes. So there's 2 ways, and I will send out an email about this. But the easiest way to do this is to download Zen Planner, the student version, not the staff version. So Zen Planner, it's all one word. So Z-E-N and the word planner, P-L-A-N-N-E-R. The student version. Download that, install it, and then and just sign in. I think I'm gonna have to send you a password reset. I'm not sure, but maybe you want to try and let me know. Okay, you should be able to download it and then just log in, and you'll be able to sign up for any of the classes. Okay, these are strictly weight training classes, so you're gonna find them a little slower paced than the classes that you're doing online. All right, questions. All right, so yesterday I mentioned a little bit about how I got to your calories, but then a lot of you I realized that I didn't answer the question, which was actually how I got to your macros. So I kind of answered part of the question. So I answered yesterday how I got to your calories, right? I primarily used your BMR, and then of course I take your exercise activity into consideration, and putting that together, I come up with your calories, your total calories, your estimated total calories, and from that I give a macro split. Now in the beginning I don't give you as much protein as I want to, because you guys are gonna have a hard time with protein. It's a very satiating food, so I can't, I can't jack up your protein too fast. Already at 25% of your calories, this isn't all of you, but a lot of you, the new people that is, that's a lot. And I already know a lot of you are complaining about that. So what I will do through time is increase that, okay? Now, what about your fat and your carbohydrates? Well, I kind of split that down the middle, okay? Pretty much. So for some of you who are like, well, I'm getting, a fair amount of fat and carbohydrates, live it up. It won't last, at least not those levels, okay? Protein will go up. But as I said, for most of you, this is a lot of protein. I think somebody wrote me, and I know their goal is around 6 pounds in the next, or over the first 3 weeks. And so they wrote me and said, so that's 2 pounds per week, and yeah, and that's pretty aggressive, but it's certainly doable, okay? All right, fasted cardio versus cardio after you eat something, which is better? Well, the studies seem to show no difference. Now, if you think about it in theory, you kind of think that fasted cardio should be better, and in fact, a lot of us who are in the physique world, the bodybuilding, the bikini, all of us who are doing these, these shows where we showcase our bodies on stage, where we're trying to improve our body composition, it's very common for us to do cardio first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with the belief that it's going to be more effective for fat loss. And there's some reasoning behind that. Whether that's true or not, I don't actually know, okay? But the studies seem to show no difference. All right, so I won't get into why it's believed that fast cardio is better. If you want to know, you can ask me and I will talk about it. But I will tell you that there doesn't seem to be any evidence of this. Okay, now I do cardio if I'm incorporating cardio into my routine. I do it first thing in the morning fasted, but the reason I do it is just out of convenience, and I like to get it out of the way, and it's the time where motivation is highest. so I'm most likely to do it. And that's the only reason I do it at that time, okay? So, and there's, you know what? I could make arguments for both, all right? So if you're looking for a time to do cardio, or if you're looking, for the optimum time to do cardio, I would say first thing in the morning, only on the basis for you to get it out of the way. I don't believe that it's any more optimal for fat loss. And there's no evidence for it, but that's not to say that that's not the case. But do it in the morning to get it out of the way, okay? That's what I suggest. Honestly, the things that you hate doing in the day, and I really dislike cardio because it's just so boring, do it first thing in the morning. Because, like I said, your will is the highest in the morning, okay? Your motivation is going to be the highest. All right, how am I doing for time here? Almost 6 minutes. All right, here are 7 ways you can keep yourself full. All right, what do you think number 1 is going to be? I bet you some of you know. Yes, that's right, protein each meal. Get a good serving of complete protein, which I'll talk about in the near future, each meal, okay? Protein each meal, a good serving, at least, I would say at least 20 grams. Number 2, drink lots of water. Okay, this might sound trite, but it really makes a difference. Okay, that is in between meals, not with meals, in between meals. Number 3, eat a lot of calorie-sparse foods, all right? So, if you look at things like, fruits and vegetables, these are pretty calorie-sparse. Okay, what's another example? Maybe that's not calorie-sparse. A rice cake would be. Okay. Most real whole foods are calorie sparse. All right. Number 4. Do not eat carbs on their own. Don't have a snack of rice on its own. I guess you wouldn't do that. But say maybe fruit on its own. But fruit's not really the worst choice. But I don't know. I don't suggest eating this, but let's say you had some toast with some jam or something. Don't do that, okay? Do not do that. Make sure, and I've said this many times, get protein with each and every meal, okay? And fat too. Stay away from convenience foods, packaged foods, okay? Because generally these foods are just going to be, high carb and or high fat, okay? Now, fat isn't going to be as serious in terms of making you hungry. But typically speaking, convenience or processed foods are going to be high in carbs. Not always, but generally that's the case. Number 6, save carbs for later in the day. Now, I do want you to spread it out, but there's an advantage to saving it later in the day. 1, especially before bed, it'll help you to sleep better. 2, you kind of get the cravings. Generally speaking, people get cravings as the day goes on. So why not save your carbs for later in the day, okay? Of course, if you're doing this, still make sure there's some protein left in your diet. I'm sure there will be because a lot of you are struggling with it. Number 7, get more sleep. Okay, get more sleep, or get enough sleep, I should say. 8 hours. I mean, this is really individualistic, but anywhere from 7 to 9 hours is usually what I recommend for people. Sleep is huge, so important, okay? All right, 3 things to rid of your life. This is the message of the day here, 3 things you can rid of your life, and these are the 3 Ps, okay, or what I call 3 Ps. People-pleasing, the past, and perfectionism, okay? So don't live your life trying to please other people. That's number 1. Number 2, do not live in the past. The past is gone. The past has made you who you are today, but the past is gone. Let's think about now and plan for the future. Number 3, perfectionism. All right? It's great to strive for perfectionism, but don't let it, certainly don't let it control you, and don't let it, take over your life. And believe me, it's, I won't talk too much about myself, but it's somewhat paralyzed me in some aspects of my life, all right? So you just need to do your best and accept that, okay? Because perfectionism will paralyze you. All right. So avoid those 3 Ps. Submit, commit, positive energy, positive vibes. I hope you're giving gratitude, and for the love of God, believe in yourself. I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Day 14 wrap up. What else did I want to say? Monday nights we're doing classes, like I mentioned that email, but I'm gonna send another email because I made a mistake. It's gonna be at 7:30 and not 7. Okay, send out an email to let you to remind you, as well a reminder on how to sign up for the classes. I'll talk to y'all very soon. See ya.